Research references in both international relations affect economic conflicts present around the world. We can define international relations as those social, political, and economic links established to mobilize the economy of different countries. We discuss the problems force us to mention how positively and negatively affect international relations in the economy of different countries, as well as the interaction between them and in the turn development of different economic conflicts that exist. Representatives of each country is responsible for creating and maintaining international relations, taking advantage of it without affecting each other. The interest that has to perform this research is to analyze and disrupt global economic conflicts to the creation of international relations between countries. That they are not highly related, both economic and commercial. In the first part of this research, will address the conceptual foundation of the theory of relations, its origin, and major studies that address the issue. Raymond Aron is the case based in his thesis International Relations.
On word in international relations, we must know what they represent or studying international relations. Among the various international actors exist, including countries, companies, this provides strategies to provide solutions, to make decisions appropriate, to that issues of fair game policy, and analyze everything that the world is experiencing today. The researcher Oscar Oñatibia of the Journal Group of Contemporary International Studies, through his article Theory of International Relations, covers international relations for this particular nature and perspective tend to have many difficulties due to problems arising from the differences that exist worldwide. Professor of International Relations Fred Hariray, the Scholar of Economics and Political Sciences, in his article International Relations and Debates, suggests that international relations along the time is an issue that has taken various routes, of which cannot expect consistency and coherence based on the results. It is a somewhat homogeneous subject knowledge on issues.
Statement. In a world characterized by constant economic movements, representatives of each country enter into their relationships every time. They face more difficult problems which not only affect the economic but affect the world of society. Therefore, increasingly have greater need for creative and innovation business relationships. However, recent studies on the management of international economic relations reveal that in reality the road ahead is long. John Adams, researcher in his studies, make us mention that among higher the international agreements to guide and regulate exchange between two societies. Easier and frequent will be the social, including their transactions. International distances are of comparable importance to the physical distance in determining the volumes of trade internationals. In general, the representatives of each country proportionals not hinder international economic relations, which puts them at disadvantage to face the challenges of the new global economy. The current socially needs representatives from each country able to take a real commitment to the inhabitants of each continent. To play present functions, they are innovation, strategies, and committed to the development of socialism.
Do the different representatives of each country have a consistent attitude of what they think and what they do about international economic relations? Do the different countries positive attitude towards international economic relations? Do they encourage and promote the representatives of each country international economic relations? Well, these are just some of the questions that the research seeks to answer. The main object of our research is assess the impact of economic conditions and terms of each country in international relations to create new trade links with emerging countries in Mexico during the presidency of Felipe Calderon. The way in which we help to reach this goal will be to analyze the economic measures taken by the government of each country, review the economic commercial behavior of each country, evaluate the opinion of the representatives of each company regarding specific measure adapted, corroborating economic indicators such as export and import of each country.
This research is aimed at the United Nations in order to create new links between countries with few international relations and in turn increase awareness of the regimes and terms, taxes, custom taxes, the get to sublimit to time to relate, and what are some of the conditions that prevent it, giving possible contribution to some representatives providing relation between countries that have never before been economic related. One of the great interesting that have to perform this research is how they have formed large economic and trade ties between both countries which don't have easy access. With this research is to analyze international relations that Mexico currently has, as will has, help its formulation various strengths to facilitate both economic and commercial ties between the different countries of the world to achieve greater movement in the world economy. The political representatives of each country will be benefited with the various strengths that can reach formulate to each international relations and likewise move the economic of each country. That's all. Thanks for your attention.